Hello my friends of Hatariwater. This time we are going to do a nice tutorial about how to transform a 3D model into a 2D model. Why do you will need to transform a 3D model like a fully 3D, not regional but a model of the area of influence, and why would you need it to reduce it to only one 2D model? You might need it because like you want to have more outputs, or maybe you want to do some calculations, or maybe you might add some more specific calculation than, or maybe you might run for many stress periods, and therefore you need a 2D model in order to do this, in order to study with more depth the groundwater flow and the transient groundwater flow. I mean, how groundwater flow is changing with time. So, and we have here, as you can see, maybe you might cannot see. Let's see, it's really easy with modern use. Like you have here, you have, let's say that here you have a model. Let's say that the model is this one, but the model is a 3D one. Yeah, all the files from this tutorial will be on the website, that on the links that are on this video. This is the model, and then we will just decrease this model just to this cross section. If you oh, sorry, my face is there. Just to this cross section. Look, like we are going to do a more, just to do it here. So how do we do? I don't know if this might be very specific task of MODFLOW, but it's let's see. It's better that if you are not really related, and then if you like our videos, like just to look and to see what the steps we do, and maybe you will find it very useful for your own project, so for your own work. So if we want to do just a 2D model, what we have to define is just the active area. So we go here to show or hide objects, and then we see how many objects do we have as an active area. So let's say datasets, active areas in hydrology, and then we have no objects related to the active area. Okay, so nope. We have objects related to the grid cell size, but we don't have objects related to the active area. Wait, we have two approaches. Whether we have an active, I mean, we have just the 2D slice as our active area, or maybe we just have that the whole model is just a 2D slice. These are two approaches. The first one is that to have an active slice, and the other one is like the whole model is a slice. So what we are going to do is we are going to define that the whole model is a slice. So what do we do? What do we need for this? Yep, it's really easy. We just need yep. What I will do here is I want just a cross section of this one. Yep. I will need this as a shapefile, the grid one. So I will have to export the grid as a shapefile and then import it again. So it's to do that, so we say file, export, shapefile, grid data to shapefile, file, export, shapefile, grid data to shapefile, and then we just export anything, like let's say that we just the active part we define it as 2D polygons. Where do we export it? We create a folder here that is called shapefiles. Okay, and then here I just call it grid. Okay, put save here, and then we'll put OK here. Okay, and now we have exported this shapefile. Exporting right now, and then we go to QGIS. Desktop. Okay. We have to wait. Okay, here we have our QGIS, and then we add our shapefile that is stored on the folder. Where in the folder? So we go to shapefiles, and then we see that still is kind of very wow. It's huge. Wow. If you see, it's not so. I think that it went wrong. Okay, yes, the first time that happens to me on the tutorials I get is that I crash MODFLOW, so I needed to do it again. So I go to MODFLOW, type model, and my last model will be Hatarilabs, because it's actually what I was working in. And then I might be use a reducted, not the whole grid, because there are many layers, and that's why you decrease it from 3D to 2D, because there are a lot of layers. You have a lot of elements, and maybe for the purpose of your study, like you are more related to something more specific in that part, so that's why you change it to 2D model instead of 3D model. It's a very heavy model. Okay. How much does it weight? Let's see. It weighs 25 megs. So, and I say go to Giga, and then we delete more results, and then we store it, because I thought that it has some data stored there. Maybe I can reduce it to. No, it's 25. Oh, it's a lot. I don't know how I will be. It's 26. Wow. Okay, so file export shapefile, grid data to shapefile, but what we are going to export, let's say that we are going to export the data sets, and then we insert the key, let's say, and then we are going to we can try again, but I'm not sure it will work. Model top, yeah, just export model top. I think that model top will just have the grid data of model top, so that will be shapes, that will be grid, because we just need the geometry. Okay, it worked. So if we go there, in QAS we go to add shapefile, and then we go to the place where we have, so it's where we are storing this is here, shapes, and then we have grid. I do accept, and this is 32718, I guess. Wow, it's huge. Okay, so what else do I need to do? I need just to select one column, but that is actually, which is the column that I need is no, one row, that is actually the row number 50. So we need just to, in QS we just go to grid, and then we go to filter, and then in filter we say row equals to 50, and then we put try, and then we put accept, and this is our row. That's the one that we are going to do the cross section. Okay, then we save it as another file because we need it archivo S3, it's grid, but just of the row 50. Cool, and it's the same projection, so doesn't matter. Okay, now we have the row 50, but if you see that the row, I need it as just a one element because there are a lot of elements here, so I just will put a vectorial and dissolve. I just put row 50, and I will dissolve by row because everything of this share the same row. So, and then we'll do and this will be grid of row 50, but it will be dissolve. Okay, and then I will just, okay, cool. So if you see now, I have just one, I just have one polygon that is only one slice of my whole area. And okay, that was I think the trickiest part of this tutorial. So what are we going to do next is, sorry, here in our model, we are going to import our shapefile. So in order to import it, it's better to close QS. Don't save the project. Okay, so I go to File, I go to Import, and I go to Shapefile, and then I go to the grid row 50 dissolve because it's the one, and I say save value of enclosed cells, and it will be nope. Okay, so we have our object that will be unused because nothing is related to this object. So here I found some trick models. I will do some cleaning here, hide all objects. All this unused is really unuseful. Is it the last one? And then I don't need it. But okay, I don't need it, but those are really making my file huge. So it's better to delete them. So I just go here, I just do this one, and I select them, and then I go delete. I do delete, I press the delete button, I try it, okay, and then I save my project, save my project. And then when I go back here, okay, cool, that's cool. Now the project is it weighs just 14 megas, and that's lighter because I have to give this. I have to give these files to you. So I have here my thing. You don't see actually because I have to do some zoom. It's there. Okay. So I took it like this. Yep. And then what else I have to do? I have to put in datasets on user on required. That in fact I have to put two formulas. That it goes from the top, from model top to the bottom. That is actually not this one. That is actually this one. So again I took it again. Okay, so I have from model top to the bottom one. Put some color. Cool. And then on datasets I do required hydrology, and then it becomes active, and then say that is true. Okay, and the data by default on the datasets on required hydrology on active by default is false. So what does it mean? That only this slice will be true, or it will be active. Apply. Close. Okay, so far what you have done is just to make active just this slide, but you are still having a huge area where you have geometric data, but actually you are not going to model this. So let's wait that the model makes its own stuff. Still working. Okay. I don't know what the model is doing, but wow, I think I crashed MODFLOW once again. There is a small trick here, so I just go to Task Manager, and in order to see if you have crashed MODFLOW or not, like you go to Performance, and then if the performance is like you see some decreases and ups and downs on the performance, like you can see that your model is not it's working, so it's doing some stuff there, but if you see that this doesn't change, there is where you have the problem. And my experience is still vibrating, so that's why I think the process is still going. Source monitor. Okay, and then if you go to the processors, I have here I have 4 processors, 6 processors, 8 processors, where some of them MODFLOW is just running in one of them, so therefore we are not going to see. Okay, I think I have crashed again, so you are going to have a tutorial with 2 model crashes. Wow. Don't blame the modeler. This is normal stuff. You are going to I do not, this type of tutorials, I do not want to do so much editing, like trying to give you like a whole model in just 15 minutes, because this is not the everyday work of a numerical modeler. Like usually the numerical models are not fast to do, like you take a lot of time and you face many times this kind of problem. So this is more a reality of modeling. Okay, let's wait. Luckily for us, we have this. Okay, cool. So what can we do in order to what can we do in order to slice this? First of all, what can we do is, like, we can do the grid coarser. So how do we do this? We go to the objects that actually set the grid cell size, and then I just, for example, I just go to this one that say that the grid cell size is 25, and then I just take it out, and I just taking out the check. So actually I'm not deleting the object. So this one took it out, and this one I took it out. Okay, so I put OK. So I have my 3 here. So I do the grid. I generate the grid once again. Okay, cool. Now I have the model with less objects. Okay, so now I will save it for you, so they will save us. So it will be model Precipitation simple. Okay. Okay, now I have to import the shapefile because, or maybe the shapefile is here. Let me check. In Unused objects, I have, yes, the shapefile is here. Okay, here is our shapefile, and this shapefile I will go again. I take this, set value of intersected. It goes from model top to the bottom, and then I select this one because this is the one that I want. Okay, so my object goes from the top to the bottom. Cool. And then on datasets, I do not require hydrology, and active I set it to true. Okay, that's cool. And then I go to grid. I go to data, the datasets, and then like I go to hydrology, and then I select by default that everything is false, so only my slides will be true. Cool. Yep. So then if I generate, so on dataset I have just one element, that is the one that selects the active part. So what will happen? So if I go now to generate the grid will be just done on the object that I have selected to be the active part. No. Wait. No, it didn't work. So once again I will open just a simple one that actually do not weight less than the other one. Okay, cool. Yep, I know what I have to do. Yeah, in order to do this, I will go to object. I will go to unused. I will have this, and this will be the only one that it will have 20. Yeah, they will be the only object that actually sets the active part plus so it will be the only that says the active part. Sorry. So it goes from model top to the end of the model. Cool. Okay, and this will be true. Required hydrology will be active. True. Cool. And it will generate the grid cell size. Okay, so we'll put close, and then we will put okay. Okay, and this object that also set the grid cell size, I will take it out because I don't need that this generate the grid cell size. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I will do a cross section of just 20 meters. That for me is too much. But okay, maybe, who knows. Cool, so I put just, I do, I took it out, and then what else do I need to do? Data, edit, global variable, no, global variables no, data, datasets. On datasets I go to required, hydrology active, I go to false, I say this to false, apply, close. Now I save my project, save as, and my project will be simple and will be simple to slice. No, it will be simple with objects. Cool. Then we could save. Oh, sorry. I didn't want to run it. I just wanted to explode them. And then for my first tutorial ever, I have crashed the model 4 times. Wow, let's see if I crash it the first time. For the third time, I will have some prize or something. So I open the game. Cool, now I have it. Now I check how many objects will generate the grid cell size. Sorry. And then I see that just one object generates the grid cell size. So I just put, what do I put here? I just explode the grid. Do not create the green. Okay, cool. Now I have, if you see, do you see this? I have to do a zoom here. Otherwise I cannot see that my model has only one slice. That's cool. That's really cool. And this is the, oh, sorry. This is from the other process. I was thinking, this is what I wanted. So I save this. I will put save as, and it will be just a slice. So if I took it, sorry, my not so pretty face is blocking this. If you see, now I have just one slice, and it's only but for me, okay, I will do something else. If you see, like, it's really dense, and maybe I don't need it to be so much dense, I will do something else just to finish this tutorial, just to make it more usable for you. Okay, cool. Okay, let's see. Now we have our slice, and then we have a slice that it has only 12 meters, I guess. 20 meters. Okay. But if you see, this slice is if you see, this slice is very dense, and you don't need so much the refinement. I mean, this is the slice of a model of a tailings dam, but you don't need so much. No, sorry, you don't need so much refinement outside. I mean, you need some refinement downstream of the tailings dam. I will show you where is the tailings dam. Okay, I need some refinement here, but I don't need so much here, and then I don't need so much here. So what I will do, and let me show you if it's working. If it doesn't work, it doesn't matter. Okay, so I will just select these cells. Maybe you don't see it like this. So I will, I mean, like, okay, maybe I'm taking out some important hydrogeological stuff here. If you have a tailings dam, most, like this one, most of the seepage will be collected here, but like you don't expect that the tailings, and this is according to the weather of the area of interest. You don't expect that the tailings dams, I mean, if it's wet, so if you have precipitation more than 10 millimeters per year, 1,000 millimeters per year, like you will have some seepage here, and because the water table on this, because actually this is the valley bottom, will be high. So I will just need maybe downstream from the tailings dam, just maybe 300, let's say that 500 meters I needed high resolution. So otherwise, if it's not on 500 meters below the tailings dam, downstream of the tailings dams, I don't need so much resolution. So that's why here maybe is the place where I'm going to decrease this. Okay, let's say that. Okay, here once again I measure 500 meters, something like this. So I go here, and then I took it, and then I said, do I need to subdivide the columns? Yes. Do I need to subdivide the rows? No, because our model is just of one row, because it's a 2D slice. So from the one to subdivide, do we need to subdivide? No, we needed to merge. So this is actually not helping us. Cool. No, this is not helping us. No, it's not helping us. If we put that okay, we are going to do this. We are going to make a cross section of 50 meters. 50 meters, and our model will have a thickness of 50 meters. Well, okay, so we create our model. What does it say? Create. Regeneration cancel because one row. I don't know what's going on. Let's say 40 meters. If it works, if it doesn't work, I don't fancy around much. No, I don't know what happened. I don't know what had happened. Okay, let's try again. I mean, it's just a matter that you pursue. Okay. Okay, I can use this one. So I select this with this, but I selected more. And then I say that I wanted the columns will have a width of 50. Cool. So it actually it actually shifts this. Cool. So I would just Control Z. It actually, okay, like you can increase the spacing, but once again I will try it again. If I set it to 50, like I will shift a lot of cells, and I don't like this. I can do it manually, like deleting, but it will be useless and it will be much painful I could generate more grids, but actually doesn't allow me to do that. What else? I mean, how much elements do we have in this model? This is a good question. So I will go here, and then I have 375 elements by 22 layers. So we have it like 6,000 elements, and this is not so much. So I think that I will leave it like this. Okay, this has been 45 minutes of tutorial, and then we have done just one step. This is usual with numerical modeling, and from my perspective, and I don't know if you find maybe better instructors, and this is the usually work that I want to share. This is you for any person that see this, like you will find, like you can say that this is that this work is useless and so, but the purpose, I have done better tutorials, quicker tutorials, and tutorials with more success, but this is the type of tutorials where I really want to explain the errors, or the work that you will face when you are doing a project or you are doing a thesis and so on. So I hope that you have been patient to this time, and I hope that you have enjoyed this, the much as I have enjoyed it. And like as always, I will leave you my email, because in order that I wanted to promote high-level tutorials, not just easy tutorials of high depth. So I want to promote this. So if you have some idea of what tutorial to do next, I will be interested in hearing from you, and maybe like trying to do it. Just to finish this, I will run the model, because it has to run, because just a slide from the other ones. Maybe the results are not the same ones, but the model has to run. Okay, I have a no convergence, and then if I go to the boundary, to the last of the list file, wow, what do we have? We have a lot from the drains, and this could be, as always, the conductance of the drain. So I go to the drain channel network, and then I just decrease the model conductance to 0.001. If you're really interested which will be the right, so again I save it. Now how much does it weigh my 2D model? It weighs just 1 meg, so it goes from 25 to just 1. So now I run it again. Wow, it has decreased the discrepancy from 200 to just 16%. And yes, and it still drains no evapotranspiration. We have a constant head and recharge, and from the well, what do we have more? We have more ins than outs. Cool. So maybe it might be that my conductance will be very low, so I needed to increase it. It might be. Who knows? And this will be the last run, because this topic of tuning the data can take many runs, and then you don't. Let's see if this works like this. And in any case, I will upload the data, upload the results. It doesn't matter if they're good or not, because maybe it will show you some more of the functionality. Cool. Now I have it. Then I have cool, this is really interesting. Now I have more out than in, so maybe my conductance is still too much. So I have, if you remember, the last one was too low and now it's too much. So I will just, maybe because it's a 2D model, it will be more, sensible to this. So I decrease it to the half, and let's see. Cool. Now I think it do not go this way. I think that what does it needs is more iterations. Cool. What happened here? Okay, so here I have more. Okay, I have here, I need more iterations, so I go to model, I have to go to package and programs, and then go to solvers, and then from the 100 iteration I will increase it to 50. If the model will be regional, it really makes the difference in between 100 iteration to 150. But since this is a 2D model, like it doesn't matter because it's only 6,000 elements. It's 250 iterations. Okay, cool. Okay, let's see. I mean, my friends, don't be. There are really some more things to discuss. Some cool ideas are coming to my mind. Please write me if you are dealing with the same, because I would like to discuss this with people that are really interested. Now I don't have much from the constant head. Cool. Recharge is the only in the drains. Maybe I need more drains. No. Sorry there. Okay, I will import the data. As a color grid, why not? And then I take out the grid, and then like I change this. And then I go to this, and then what do I need? What do I see here? Cool, that's amazing. And then I can plot the water table. and then I can plot the once again I can plot the PhD. I can plot the contour grids. Contour grid? Oh no, I don't need it. Just go here. It has imported twice. Okay, cool. And then I go to on data visualization, I go to contour data and I go to head, and then I change it this color scheme to blue to gray, and I put to right, apply, and then close. Okay, here you have, and then you don't need this anymore because your model is already 2D, so you don't need anything else from the 3D model. Okay, cool. Welcome to the model complexity. Now you are dealing with just a 2D model, and this is a, you might need to put more, you might need to put more layers in order to make it more stable and so on. And then you, here in this model that you run just with 6,000 cells, like you can have more accuracy of what is going on here. Okay, I really thank you, and I really thank you for your patience. Please follow us of our Facebook, Twitter, and then we have a Facebook profile. There is our Facebook is Hatariwater, and please look us for us on Facebook. And I hope, and we are really looking forward to doing some webinars, and it will be free for you. So if you write to us, and then like we can organize some webinars, and then like in a group of 3 or 4 people, we are going to discuss more deep some topics. Okay, so really thank you for you. Have a nice night and enjoy the power of MODFLOW.